The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
Come on in, sit down. It's the radio show ATL. We are here. It's Bring a Friend Night, and we brought friends per usual because that's why we called it Bring a Friend Night. So the first friend we got here is the homie, Uncle Krys from On The Go Podcast. Krys, what's up, man? How you feeling?
Chilling, man. What's the deal with y'all? How y'all doing on y'all end?
Man, all good. Ready to, talk a little smack per usual. And then our other friend that we brought here, she been gone away too long. I was telling her this before we got started. Like, she been away too long. It's been at least a year. We got the homegirl, Lynnel Fletcher, a Pictures Worth 1,000 Words podcast, back with us. Lynnel, it's been too long. How you feeling? It's good to see you.
I'm happy to be back on. I'm very excited. It's definitely been way too long. So I'm excited to talk.
Yes, and we're glad to have you back. I was just, joking with you earlier. I was, telling EC, I was like, man, did Lynnel low-key break up with us because it's been too long? Like, did we do something to finally offend somebody? It's good to know we didn't run you off.
No, I'm here.
Yes, and the hope is, I'm putting it out here recorded, that we can get back to having you back on a fairly regular basis. You know what I'm saying? So that works. All right. So this is a talk show, so we should probably talk about stuff. So I wanted to start off with the group. I want to start talking about Chris Brown, actually. Now, I know you're a big Chris Brown fan. Love his music. I do too. And Chris, are you a fan? We never really talked too much about Chris Brown. You a fan?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah,
bro. What?
Yeah.
I tried to get his tickets to the Breezy Bowl. They literally sell. First of all, when I get in line, I get on at 10. Like they say, get on at 10. I'm like the 500,000 person in line waiting for tickets. So then after I must have got distracted and got skipped in line. And then when I went back on, like they were sold out in Miami. So it's like I could never get tickets to his show.
Man, I know of quite a few folks and family ended up going to one out here in New Orleans. And I believe he also did Texas too, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they had a great time, right?
Oh, for sure.
I can imagine.
All the videos and stuff I seen them posting on like Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, they definitely got their money's worth for sure.
Yeah, man. I know what we're about to talk about don't have to do with that, but eventually at some point we're going to talk about how the fact that Chris Brown is one of the great entertainers of all time. Mm-hmm. And what I like about him, and I can compare this with LeBron James, is that they had high expectations on them from being young teenagers. Mm-hmm. And not only did they meet those expectations, I won't even say exceeded, because you knew they were talented. They met every expectation that was there for them and then blew past it. Not exceeded, they blew past it. And not a lot of people can say that. It'd be hype around folks and then they don't meet it. It's like, dang, they fell short. And Chris Brown met every metric you could consider. Mm-hmm. So, and speaking about Chris Brown and talking about, things that's going on with him and stuff like that, Kevin McCall. Now, it's so many different things to get in with that because, apparently he's on financial hard times and he's somebody that's responsible for, several hits, written and produced for Chris Brown. And now they don't work together anymore. They had a falling out and they just simply don't deal with each other anymore. So Kevin McCall is, claiming that he's got unpaid royalties. We got the viral deal with the EBT card with him.
Shout out back on Fig.
Chris Brown responding in an Instagram story. It's the whole thing is kind of crazy. So, Lynnel, I want to start off talking to you with this one about this. So, I don't know where to start with this. Do we start talking about producers and people in the music business protecting themselves a little bit better when it comes to getting things on paper for what they're worth? Mm-hmm. how fans view somebody who they feel like should be paid and now they're broke because people love making fun of folks like that for whatever reason. Or I mean, where I guess I'm trying to figure out is what's he looking for? Like obviously money, but what else is he looking for in this situation?
Firstly, where I start off is who Kevin is as a person. He's not a good person. We already know his past with his girlfriends and all that. He's not a good person. So right then and there, I don't feel sorry for him. I have no sympathy for him. Secondly, I hate in society does this, maybe social media. I hate when people like he was a writer and producer, so he had some success, which is amazing, great, perfect. Okay, so now you're not as successful, or you're not booked and busy like you normally would be. Get a job. Get a 9 to 5. Like people always, social media have y'all thinking a 9 to 5 it ain't nothing. And I'm like, obviously it's something because I got a 9 to 5, and obviously I have more money than this guy who is a producer. Like $25,000. Come on. And what you gonna do with $25,000 anyway? Let's say Chris Brown did pay him the 25 he supposedly owe him. That's not gonna last you 6 months. Like what we gonna do with $25,000?
And that guy lives in LA.
So it probably won't last 3 months, 2 months.
25 racks ain't gonna hold them not long.
Like, so I don't know. Yeah, like you said, what is he trying to get sympathy for us? Is he trying to start a GoFundMe page? And don't, if he does, please, people out there, do not contribute to his GoFundMe. He is able-bodied human being that can go get a 9 to 5. I hate when people feel sorry for celebrities. No, go get a job. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a normal job.
Right.
Lynnel said, take your butt to work. She said, take your butt to work.
Hell yeah.
So, Krys, how do you feel about this whole thing, man? Like, do you feel like should McCall just have picked up the phone and texted Chris Brown or tried to call him on the phone or something instead of, basically putting it out in a public forum like that? Like, what's your feeling on this whole thing?
I mean, again, if you know the history amongst Breezy and McCall, they started off good. They started off making hits together.
Mm-hmm.
And then somewhere down the line, it became turmoil amongst them two. And Kevin McCall, he was pretty vocal where he stood at one point. He didn't want to fuck with Breezy, and he said some shit about Breezy and such and such. And then now, fast forward to present time, here you are, facing reality. Now you trying to double back and, hey, bro, hey, my nigga, can you help me? Hey, my nigga, nah, bro, you a grown ass man. If you in the music industry, and you know one thing about the music industry, the music gonna speak for itself.
Mm-hmm.
If we speaking to Chris Brown, when Chris Brown was at his lowest point, Chris Brown kept his head high. He, silenced the noise, made his music, and look where he's at today. And we know what he went through. We know he was canceled. They tried to cancel Breezy.
Yeah.
For sure.
And his music spoke. Look where he's at now. So if you somebody like that and you got ties to the music industry, bro, make that music.
Get back in the studio.
Yeah, make that music. Don't look for another man's handout. You know what I'm saying? It might not be how you want it to be, might not happen the way you want it to happen, but bro, you grown. You was once in a position where you was hungry trying to make it. Where's that hunger now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Tap into that energy. Like, again, like I'm not trying to say it like, but you was once hungry before trying to make it into the music industry. So you know what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, do the work, my nigga. Stop looking for a handout.
That's a good point. It's a real good point.
Even if Chris do owe you, you have to move anybody. You have to move like you never gonna get it. I'm sorry, you should have put it in the contract. But if it's not written in the contract, that was your friend. And that's why you don't burn bridges also. Even if you stop working with somebody, you don't go publicly and defame them or whatever. And also, he crying about an EBT card. I wish I had an EBT card. I wish I qualified to get an EBT card. Like, what you talking about?
Come on, man.
Can you sell that to me?
Yeah, it's no limit
like,
with that.
I to him on him having EBT, from what the status he once had, I guess that may be embarrassing to him. But like my nigga, it's people out here that's working 9 to 5, can't barely making ends meet and can't even get EBT. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like,
and then he talking about he had to go in the office with a mask on. Sir, ain't nobody gonna recognize you.
Yeah, man. Like,
don't nobody know you like that.
That just almost seemed like some ego talk. Like,
he's just embarrassed. If you embarrassed, you go to work, do the work. Like, you shouldn't be embarrassed.
It's okay. Like, as men, I know,
point.
like, as a man, not having money and not having that stability, that's a weakness to a man. It's okay to admit that, and but bro, don't try to throw a pity party and hope you get that handout. Like, come on, man, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the work.
No, it's the point, like what Lynnel saying about getting a job, like part of the stigma on this that people probably lose sympathy for is that what happened to the fact that, I mean, it might not be something you want to do. Nobody want to wake up in the morning and go work for somebody else. But then at the same time, you got to live. You got to keep the lights on. You got to keep food in the fridge, things of that nature, gas in your car and all the other things that go along with it. So why did it always become a thing where, okay, were you at this point? I don't know what his net worth was or how much money he had or whatever. But where is it to a fact that you can't go get a job, that has benefits, that you working and you taking care of yours? Like, forget what people got to say. Oh, he work a job again. Yeah, but I got my own thing. I got my own money. I'm living. I'm good. That type thing. And I don't understand what the issue was there. Like, remember they tried to shame, it was Jeffrey Owens from that was on the Cosby Show because he was working at Trader Joe's. And it's like, the man was working to provide for his family. So can somebody tell me where he went wrong? Like, what was wrong with him working a job? Like, it's not like he was panhandling. The man was at his job, working.
And look how the universe worked. They tried to shame that man on the internet, and that ended up going viral. And I believe it was Tyler Perry might have ended up giving. It was Tyler Perry gave him a role in might have been a movie or show or something like that.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, look at that, man. Y'all was just trying to shame that man because he was still working. Y'all used to see him on TV, but like, the man is still working. He's still trying to provide for himself,
Yeah. And what was crazy about that, Krys, is that he still had acting gigs. He was just doing that in between, to supplement his income.
Yeah, because you're not always gonna be acting actively, like consistently. A lot of actors be off like most of the year, which means income isn't coming in.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
So I guess with this is that it's kind of strange is that it starts like it was other stuff that Kevin McCall was doing in this interview where he's calling out like other singers saying that they can't sing, folks like Alicia Keys and things like that. It's just, I don't know much about him. Obviously, he's a talented producer. If he's working with Chris Brown and Chris Brown was able to make the hits that he was making, I mean, with him, because like Deuces is a great song. And come on right now, you're gonna listen to it.
Yeah, that was Kevin McCall was part of that was it the Fame album that Chris Brown did?
Yeah, he did a few songs. I think Deuces was the biggest one.
Deuces, No Bullshit, Strip.
Yeah, technically he should probably be getting royalties, but did you put that in your contract? Or did you think just because y'all was friends, it was all good?
Yeah, like
you have to be careful with that. That you have to be careful with work and stuff like that, especially in that industry. But it seems like Chris Brown don't think he owe him any money. Do y'all think Chris Brown actually owe him money?
But what does Breezy owe him though?
Yeah, I think he said $25,000. Somebody said $25,000.
No. So he was just like, man, if you just give me like 25,000, like whatever. He was just like trying to throw something out there. Unless that's really what Breezy owes him, but he was just
already said it, Krys.
there, like, huh?
That don't solve nothing, though, bro. if you in the whole hardcore, what's 25K supposed to do for
Yeah, bro. And like, bro, again, this guy lives in LA, California, bro. Like, what the fuck? 25 racks not gonna hold you much long, especially if you trying to still live in a celebrity life.
That's the thing. Y'all, people gotta learn how to downsize when that income not coming in like it normally was. Learn how to downsize and don't be impressed about it.
If you still want to live like how you used to live when that money was coming in from you when y'all was hot, well, when you was hot with Breezy, nah, bro.
Why you putting on airs though for the public? Because I could tell you right now, I could care less what he got going on as far as who he fronting for. Don't. I mean, I don't want nobody to be homeless out here, but bro, you ain't got to front for nobody like me. Because I mean, you could come knock on my door right now. I wouldn't know what he looked like, bro.
How many of them niggas you gonna have sleeping with you or something at your spot? Like,
yeah.
Who the fuck does it matter to, bro? Aside from you.
That's what I'm saying. It's that ego, and we all dealt with it, man. I feel like as adults, you could talk to anybody in a certain age range. They all had 1 or 2 jobs that they just, man, they like, man, I can't believe I'm doing this, but yo, I got it because I got bills, man. I mean, when I was younger, I remember this one job I was working at, bro. It was terrible, dog. Like the building was dirty, like it was just awful. But you had to, like, I had to do what I had to do, you know.
That happened to me after college because it was when the recession in 2008 was the recession, and I had majored in finance, so of course nobody was hiring for finance, and I had to go work at an urgent care center, and I was their receptionist. And I remember one time this girl was like, "How you got a degree and you working as a receptionist?" And I was so embarrassed, but I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
I got fired in 2 weeks, though. I got fired.
And to that point, you know, it was a number came out of a recent study. Like people are actually dealing with that nowadays. People who gotten degrees in certain degrees, not gotten positions in, you know, what they went to college for and shit like that.
Yeah. You gotta take what you could get. They got folks down there that's not even at, you know, if you're a manager or director level, that's taking entry level positions because they need money, they need work. Lynnel said, look, she said they got 2 weeks out of me. That's all they got.
They did. They said I wasn't bubbly enough when I answered the phone.
I mean, how bubbly can you be when you got somebody coming in there and got the whooping cough going on and you just trying to survive? Like, how bubbly you gonna be?
That was crazy, but I was so sad. But yeah, I had to go back and I had to stay with my parents for a year. Me and my sister stayed with them for a year after college, and then we moved to Miami because we was like, we just gonna go back to school and get another degree in the meantime. And then while we were getting our masters, that's when we started getting jobs in our actual field. But yeah, we had to do it. You think I wasn't embarrassed coming back home after 4 years?
I could imagine.
I had to do the same thing too, where you go back to the crib and you like, dang, I thought I was out of here for good. And here I am back at home again.
Yeah, it made you feel like the work you put in was like, damn, was this even worth it? Like,
yes. But when you start winning again, because if you put in that work and you start winning again, it tastes that much better once you do. You know, when they hand you the keys to that new crib that's yours or that new car or whatever. I'm not trying to make it seem easy because a lot of people be hopping in the comment sections. Well, if you just, did such and such. Nah, for some people, it registers. Yes. Like Lynnel said it flat out. Just get a job. Yes, work. But you can still feel some of that while still doing what you have to do. We all just talked about it. Lynnel said she had the job at the urgent care. I was working at the dirty ass building that I didn't want to touch nothing in. But you got to do what you got to do. Krys, I know you didn't work that under.
Yeah, bro, I was working like I throw out a job, I had to work at a call center one time, bro. Like, nah, bro. But shit, I got a kid, got a family, got to make sure the bills paid. You know what I'm saying?
That dirty building that I was in was a call center. Oh, this place was so shady. Let me just say this, and then we can move to something else. This place was so shady and illegal. They used to send out a message where they would suspend break. Like you couldn't take a break. If the calls got to a certain point, they would suspend breaks, which is totally illegal.
Bro, like
completely.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Dusty building. Like for me, like I'll give you an example. Like the craziest thing for me, bro, we grown adults. Why we gotta ask you to go to the bathroom, my nigga?
Oh no.
Like, come on, you gotta chat out. Hey, can I go to the restroom real quick? Gotta make sure the little team lead give you the okay, thumbs up.
Yeah,
It's more than likely, 99% of the time they'll give you the thumbs up about it, but it's like, nigga, we adults. Why I got extra to go to the bathroom?
No, hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
No, it's crazy. And then and it's funny because if this place was so bad, if you got up during that time, they would send they would have the time and attendance unit. They would send dudes on walkies to go look for you. They'd be radioing, I haven't seen him out here. I'm gonna go check outside in the smoking area, or maybe they might be in the break room. So they sending other grown men and women to go look for other grown men and women in the location.
Wait, were y'all getting inbound calls from customers, or were y'all cold calling customers?
This place was inbound for me. What was it for you?
Yeah, it was inbound calls.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'd be angry clients calling.
Yeah, you get people calling for home services, AC went out, plumbing issue, electric, shit like that.
All right, I'm about to just light them up. I'm gonna just mention them by name. The name of the company is called All Connect that I was working for. They were trash. Basically, how they work was you would if you moving and you got to switch your power and all that stuff, they tell you to call this number, and then they want to try to switch all your internet and all that stuff. And most people just want to keep what they have. But if you get somebody like me, they want you to upsell them. Oh, you only got this internet. You need to get the internet and the cable. Oh, you need to get this. Trash. Absolute trash. All right. Yes, I'm calling them. And if anything that I said isn't true, tell me that there wasn't a lawsuit because you were suspending breaks, and I'll be quiet. But it was, so I'm not going to be quiet.
Oh my God!
This was. I wish I could remember the company's name, but their greeting. Oh, I never said it. Mind you, we on recorded lines. I never fucking said their greeting because it was the most dumbest shit ever. So this is a home service company. Believe it was a AC company or something like that. But it's home service. So most of the times you're getting somebody calling, something went out, they're in a situation of need. So hello, thank you for calling such and such. How can I make you smile today? Man, look. Most of the time somebody's calling, they're not in a situation where they want to smile right now, my nigga. If you even say that, you'll probably get cursed out for saying that dumbass shit.
How can I make you smile today?
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I would always say, hello, this is Christian, thank you for calling. I wouldn't say that, how can I make you smile shit. Bro, nah, I'm not doing that dumbass shit, bro.
That's funny.
It brought this out. It brought this out. So as you can see, even though we're not trying to compare ourselves to somebody like Chris Brown, who's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. We're just saying that it can be rough out there, and you have to sometimes work in less than ideal conditions, and nobody is above being able to do what they need to do to keep the lights on and keep food on the table. So I guess the lesson in this for Mr. McCall is, and Lynnel said it, go to work, sir. Go to work. Okay. I know it's hard out here. Grab you LinkedIn will give you a free trial of LinkedIn Premium, where what they say 8 out of 10 users get jobs within the first 30 days. I'm just saying, try it out. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
It's your Indeed account, my nigga.
It can even be in the music industry, just a lower level. He need to do something, or he could just do that on the side. He just have a 9 to 5, and then after work or on the weekends go to the studio and try to write songs and stuff. He can do both.
And if he's that great of a writer, bro, do what you do best.
Yeah. Right. So we definitely not coming from sitting on a high horse, because at any point in time we could all be down bad and in a bad situation. But again, we've all had to work a job or two, or maybe all of them. That's just man, this ain't it. But you go out and you do it, and you don't go and whine about it, about your EBT card and about how the man didn't pay you. Okay, he didn't pay you. Make it happen.
Yeah, it's got about to get even worse for him, because they cutting off SNAP benefits in 2 days if the government don't open back up. So it's about to get worse.
My nigga, you might have to make that OnlyFans or something, my boy.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
Like I said, somebody just go out there and check on James Earl Jones and let me know if I need to Uber him some juice or some soup or something. I'm glad to do
Why
it.
you sending that man some juice like he can't eat solid food? Like, let me send him some juice.
Like he in a nursing home or something.
You're listening to The Radio Show on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, y'all, we're back, and we got more talk because, this is a talk show with music mixed into, with, hip-hop variety and all that stuff. But we got two folks here who host sports shows. We got Lynnel and Krys here, both, like I said, doing podcasts about sports respectively. So we got to get into a sports story that is kind of crazy. It's this NBA gambling scandal that's going on that just saw all types of chaos going on. I mean, we got, allegations of tipping off gamblers, manipulating games. We got Chauncey Billups involved with these essentially rigged, card games. It's insanity. It's serious too, because you're talking about the integrity of a sport here that a lot of people make a living off of, including people who are like sports betting franchises, like the DraftKings of the world and the FanDuel and all this stuff. So it has a ripple effect throughout all this stuff. So Lynnel, when you first heard this news, I don't want to put the spotlight on him, but he's clearly the biggest name. Were you the most surprised that Chauncey Billups' name was involved in this?
I was surprised that his name was involved. So when I was driving to work, I got the notification on my phone and I just swiped it away. But I read it, but I swiped it away. But then when I got to work, one of my coworkers was watching the news and it was on the press conference. And I'm like, oh, this is serious. But I still, in the back of my head, I'm like, if all y'all had to be involved, y'all had to do this press conference, is it that serious? But I guess people lost money, and also the mafia is involved. So that made it interesting to me. But yeah, Chauncey Billups, plus he's a coach, was a coach. So I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? And it was a very sophisticated operation with the poker tables and all that, and the glasses that can see through the cards.
Boys went James Bond on the poker games.
It was very sophisticated. So, and they've been watching them for years. So they going to jail.
Yeah, it's crazy. Them boys had card readers, infrared glasses, and just some very high.
They had rigged counters for the cards. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And we got Big Jim on the Go podcast dropping scandal. The fact that, you got names that involved in this, more specifically Chauncey Billups, who after this happened, man, he not gonna coach another play in the NBA ever again. It's never happening. The fact that Rozier got taken out, they shackled and handcuffed him, what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, these are serious charges, but my understanding with him is that he was, they kind of had rumblings that the charges was coming, and they never even gave him a chance to turn himself in. He said he was going to turn himself in, and they wanted to make a show out of it by giving the man a perk walk. You know what I'm saying? They specifically wanted to put it that way. So look, Big Jim, I'm gonna bring you in on this, bro. Now you're up on everything when it comes to trading stocks, all that stuff, financials, all that good stuff. But why are these folks who seemingly have everything? Like Chauncey Billups is a made man. He a Hall of Famer. He's paid. He got a head coaching gig. Why even put yourself on the line for something like this? Where we talk about the mafia, bro. Find you at the bottom of the river, mafia. What are we doing here?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This goes back to something that has, I guess, I don't want to say has plagued the black community for a while, but it's like you think about it. All the guys, majority of the black guys that's going into the league, they come from, probably a single parent home, come from, the ghetto or whatever it might be, right? And even though they've made it, they still want to, get to a point where they getting that itch where they getting this next thing. You got some people that's making millions of dollars a year, but you trading that to make $50,000 a night, betting or cheating. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. And it's not even about the money for them. I think it's just scratching that itch. And then you get involved with certain people, and before you know it, now you in too deep. And that's literally what I'm seeing that's happened with Rozier and also especially Chauncey Billups. And then a lot of times these guys, it's not even them that starts it, right? They get dragged into it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Chauncey didn't go out of his way to get involved with the mob. I'm sure Terry didn't go out of his way to get involved with the mob. Somehow, some way, they got put in a situation where they either had to pay a debt or something, and they became the front men for this entire operation. And now they're gonna become the poster child, or they're gonna become the Ray Rice of the NBA for sports betting. And that's what's about to happen.
We've seen this shit on movies plenty of times before, bro.
Yep.
Plenty of times. And it's crazy because, you know, like for me, I played basketball growing up.
Yeah.
Always, you know, never happened, but every kid playing ball got that dream of going to the NBA.
Right.
Chauncey Billups, when I was growing up at the time, that was when Chauncey Billups was in his prime. You know, Terry Rozier is another great player. That was after I stopped balling, but, you know, still a nice young man coming up balling. And it just sucks like, man, these guys had the dream. This was every kid who played ball dream. And to just fuck it up like that over some quick money, like Jim said, whatever it may be, 50,000, bro. Y'all make twice that in the game one night.
Man, they make more than a check.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
like there's no reason to be doing it. But I tell you what, I tell you who's being let off the hook so far. I'm not saying they're gonna be let off the hook the entire way, but right now, the NBA as an organization is being let off the hook because they was doing an investigation into Terry Rozier for the last, I want to say, 12 to 18 months, and they let it go. They said they didn't find anything. Well, how come the FBI found something and you didn't? And this is in your house, right? That's like your neighbor coming over to your house and tell you, like, man, bro, you killed a rat or something in here because I smell it. And you, no, man, I ain't got no rats over here. Next thing you know, they come from downstairs, and man, look, man, I found your rat problem, and that's your house. That's not a good look, bro.
It's crazy.
So what? Okay, so I want to ask everybody: do you feel like when you said, you know, somebody got to take the fall for this? Are we talking like big time jail time for these folks? Like somebody gonna have to get made an example out of, right? Like
absolutely.
So is Chauncey Billups he about to do a prison tour, bro? Like he about to go?
Somebody. I mean, if Big Baby Davis goes to jail for insurance fraud, right? Somebody going to jail for illegal sports gambling, fixing games. That's what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody going to the penitentiary.
These are prominent basketball players we talking about. The guy was big names. They gonna make an example out of them. And they niggas at that.
I was gonna say, I know it's way more people involved. Why they only put out those particular names? Because I know it's way more people.
There's a theme here. I wonder what it could be. I can't quite put my finger on it. Can somebody help me out? I wonder why.
I mean, look, I don't want to put the black card on it. I'm gonna just be honest. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we do take over every sport that we get into. I mean, we taking over country music too. Like it really don't matter. So we kind of like ruining the black excuse for us, the black card excuse for us. We just so damn good at everything. But I honestly, man, I think it's just a power trip coming from the top. You know, I mean, full circle. I guess it just always goes back to Trump. So not to bring him up during this, but just being full circle.
Probably have something to do with him.
Gotta be.
But I also heard that it could have been like threats from the mafia to Chauncey or whoever, and they had to keep going. Like they probably threatened their family. You know, the mafia don't care.
Hey,
The mafia was
these guys are playing with big money. Hell yeah, I would be sure there was some sort of threats like that somewhere in the midst of this. This is
also,
money they playing with.
I heard like whatever Chauncey and Terry won, like let's say they won something that night for the people, they only got paid like maybe 1%, and they had to give the other all the rest to the other people. And I'm like, so you doing that for chump change?
Hey, I say this. I'm gonna speak in street code real quick. A YN will catch a body for a wreck. If y'all know what that means, put that in perspective. What an Italian mob would do behind $100K, $200K. You know what I'm saying?
This
$1
is
million.
true.
I don't understand it. Like, I'm gonna just say this. I feel like in my mind, at the rate that the show is going, the radio show ATL is going to continue to ascend, and it's going to pay out these dividends that I feel like it can. And when it does happen, you can rest assured I won't be in any type of gambling ring. What you can be assured of is that there will be signs. Signs like I might like roll into Popeyes and order one of everything on the menu or something like that. That's my way of going like berserk. Not getting involved in no illegal stuff like this. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, I might buy like, a bunch of video games. It's just something outrageous. But this putting your life on the line for nothing, Oh, Krys, you already said it, bro. The way we would have every shoe. Like, we already got almost every shoe now, but the way we would go in that Nike store and just get to, hey, we'll take them all. We'll take them all.
How Lil Bow Wow was on lottery ticket when they walked in Foot Locker. Let me get this wall right here. This one. This one. I think I'm gonna get this one too.
Yes. So there will be signs. There will be signs. Good signs, stuff you could laugh at, things that will go viral. Like Krys said, we buying a bunch of shoes, we buying up a bunch of food from places.
Nigga, what?
Stuff like that.
I'm buying little remote control little cars, nigga, the VR cars, boy.
Yeah.
I ain't partaking in no illegal activity.
No illegal stuff.
I am a citizen. I am a law-abiding citizen, my nigga.
Yeah, you ain't finna. No, ain't no way. We can't be getting caught up in that. And also, I feel like another part of this too that we can get into about this too is that a lot of times, man, and I hate saying this when it comes to us, but people of color, the rules are different for us.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm saying that the rules are different for people of color, is that sometimes we feel like when we get to a certain point, we untouchable. And the other side just got to come sometimes put you back in your place, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening here. They felt like they was like untouchable. I'm good. And it ain't like that at all.
Shit. You never bigger than the program, my boy.
That's true.
So along with jail, are these lifetime bans for all these people too?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, boy.
It's no doubt. It's no doubt. Probably lifetime ban for their kids too. It's no doubt. It's
Everybody
no doubt.
associated with that name.
So focusing on Chauncey Billups, the moment he gets indicted, that's his last day coaching that team. There's no way he can ever go back and coach in Portland or anywhere else.
The NBA might put a ban on every nigga named Chauncey, boy.
No, I mean, we clowning, but the NBA already then took, they basically then put Rozier and Chauncey's pay in escrow. So they're not even getting paid while they're technically out of the league. They're not on the commissioner's exempt list, none of that. Like they're not getting paid.
That is crazy, bro.
Pending whatever is the outcome. So
Mr. Big Shot was really trying to find a big shot, huh?
He was.
Bro, it's just crazy.
It's embarrassing. They should be embarrassed.
You gotta be.
Exactly.
It gotta be.
Yeah, like I said, you got to live the ultimate dream. Like millions. It's millions of people would die to live that dream. And y'all would just behind ignorance like that, just
but you know what the problem is? They probably didn't think they was gonna get caught. You making that much money, you're like, man, I'm making $26 million a year. Who's gonna care if I make an extra $3 million or total, or maybe an extra 1.5 million just out of the blue? Nobody's gonna think it came from nowhere else but the NBA.
I wonder like how at the rate that they were playing those games, like how often they were having those games.
I mean, the poker game. The poker games is down bad, but I think like fixing NBA games, like pulling yourself out of NBA games, faking an injury, missing shots. Like, look, I partake in betting. You know how many times I bet on Terry Rozier ass the last 2 years? Like, I got a quarter pick because it's like, damn, like I had you on some overs and some unders, and it's like, you had an agenda, and at the end of the day, I think. I personally think it's unfair, but I don't know, man. I don't care about the poker stuff. You got millionaires going to a place to play poker, and they getting rigged. That's your fault. You got enough money to go to Vegas and go sit your ass down in Vegas and play at a real casino, but you want to go to a backdoor room poker table.
Which is
your fault.
illegal, isn't it? Is
Yeah,
it illegal
it
to
is.
pay? Okay.
And the only reason why it's legal is because the government
Taxes.
can't get no tax
Yeah.
money out of it.
Mhm.
I'm just dumbfounded by this whole thing because, you know, you talk about game integrity where people are betting. Like, you know, the thing that was really messed up with Billups was him saying, hey, you know, there was a report in the investigation where it's like, hey, man, we're tanking. So these guys ain't going to be playing. So I'm just letting you know, like he's tipping them off like, hey, don't like bet the other way because I'm telling you right now, our best players ain't playing because we're straight. We ain't going anywhere. And I'm like,
hey, Jim, we both keep up with UFC. Didn't that happen with
There was a referee.
Krys?
Well, there was a referee that was doing that in the
Also
UFC.
a coach too, James Krause. He was a fighter too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He was a
Throwing
fighter.
fights. Yep, throwing fights. Yep.
He was coaching.
Lifetime ban.
Yeah, he was coaching a fighter, and I think the fighter ended up getting hurt in camp or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up putting the word out that the fighter was injured and not to bet on the fighter. You know, shit like that. Like, bro, what the hell? And this UFC fighter don't even make near the money an NBA player made.
I can see why they would be fixing fights.
Right.
You know?
Crazy, bro. I just don't get it.
Now you're losing out on lifetime health care, your NBA pension. Like it's stupid, man.
And Chauncey Billups, this was someone who was a potential Hall of Famer, possibly.
No, he's in the Hall of Fame already.
He's in the Hall of Fame. You know
they
let everybody in the Hall of Fame in the NBA.
Damn,
so he's in.
Damn, when did I miss him getting in the Hall of Fame?
I forget how many years. It hadn't been too long, but he's in.
In recent time.
I can't remember the year.
Oh, it's been a couple years since he's been in.
Damn, I missed that. Damn. Shame on me. I missed that.
Yeah, he's definitely in. And Jimmy said, yeah, they do let everybody in. I mean, yeah, some folks in there like that, like they're gonna get in. They probably shouldn't. That's also probably a story for another show where we can talk about who in and who shouldn't be in. But I guess we could wrap this segment up by saying that I think collectively we all feel like this is a really silly thing to be going to jail for. And if you're already rich, just don't blow it, man. Just it's silly.
Somebody cute.
I mean, unless they were getting threatened. That's the only way I can see.
Oh, you know what, Lynnel? That's another part that just dawned on me. Don't get involved with the mob. Don't get involved with the mob.
You are now listening to the radio show ATL.
Nothing too big. It's only refreshments. So we tell people refreshments so they don't be expecting a full course meal because that's not what you're going to get.
I remember when we was in church, we were going to Bible and they used to always say refreshments after whatever. It would be like a special Sunday, like Mother's Day or whatever. And I don't know why, but I used to always say refreshments were only beverages. I have no idea why. That's it, just because beverages are refreshing. I guess I did that correlation. I don't know. But anyway, go ahead.
You're listening to the radio show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, so normally after we have a good talking point or segment like that, we get into Easy's One Gotta Go. But if you look around, Easy's not here. He had to go. So we don't have one this week. So instead of having the one gotta
go. Bro, he's celebrating right now, man. It's a joyous time for him and his family.
Yes. And he'll be back eventually, but right now he needs to be away, and that's totally fine.
Shout out light-skinned brother.
That's right. Doing light-skinned things. But one thing we ain't doing with that is no one gotta go this time. It'll be back when Easy comes back, or we might throw one in there in between. Sometimes we take that over for him, but this week we ain't got it. So, you know, it is what it is. But what we do have, and we always have, is the random segment. And we're random, and all three of my co-hosts here have all been there with this random segment before where you get to take the show wherever you want to do. You get to be like ATL Diva. ATL Diva do whatever she want, and that's what this segment is. You can talk about whatever you want. Doesn't matter. You can have some great news. You want to rant about something. You need to vent. You know, people at work pissing you off. Whatever you want to get off your chest, the floor is yours to do so. So not to diss my brothers, Jimmy and Krys, two, upstanding, handsome brothers. We got to defer.
Nah,
and go ladies first
here. Of course, man. Of course.
Yes. We got to go ladies first with the the beautiful queen, Miss Fletcher. So Lynnel, what you got on your mind that's random? It feel like you about to rant about something because you got this sly look on your face, like I got something on my sleeve. So what you got for us? You can see you cooking up something.
I want to rant about the whole Jets organization, New York Jets. Unfortunately, I am a Jets fan, and this hasn't been going very well for me this year. I mean, I didn't think we were going to be Super Bowl contenders, but 1-7. Also, Justin Fields. I was so happy and excited when we picked you up, and now I'm just disappointed. Aaron Rodgers, I hate him now too, because how he gonna come to the Jets and play like Boo Boo the Fool, but go to Pittsburgh and play like the old Aaron Rodgers? Like, does everybody just come to the Jets to stink it up? And then for him, after they beat us, I think week 2 or 3, for him to say, "Oh, I'm just happy I beat everybody in the Jets organization," that was like a dagger to my heart. So I no longer like Aaron Rodgers. The owner, I think Woody something, who came out and basically said if Justin Fields knew how to throw a ball, he's on my ish list as well. Because you don't throw your players under the bus, okay? You don't do that in public. You do it in the meeting in the hallway or something. So everybody in South Gardner, what happened?
He's shacking up with Ice Spice.
Like,
he's munching right now. He became a munch.
I know he's doing Ice Spice. Yeah, she need to get out the picture because apparently she messing up his game. Because everything he do is a personal foul now, 15 yards. Like, what's going on? Like, so I need a whole revamp of the Jets organization from the top to the bottom because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, and I'm done.
Whew. Lynnel might have just been just a little bit provoked, just a little bit.
For those who don't know, Sis says she is sick of it. 5 exclamation marks at the end of that sentence.
Sick.
She's sick of it, y'all.
So
she was on fire behind that one.
Hey, who? If this gets to someone in the Jets organization, if this gets on y'all radar, get y'all shit together.
Please, because I can't take it.
Time ticking, my boy.
You want some more of this angry queen?
Hey,
I'm sure you don't.
Hey, Lynnel says she probably might be standing outside the door waiting for somebody if they don't get it together.
Hey, the way she looking, it's on site, Krys. Like, soon as them eyes meet, it's over.
I'm telling you.
All right, so Lynnel, hopefully, look, I feel like your background even got like the Jets color scheme, like that green back there. Yeah, she true with it. And so you got every right to be mad if you spending your Sundays, and having them anger you like that, for sure.
It's just, It's terrible. And then Garrett Wilson got a nice contract, but it's just bad, like all around. We need a do-over for this year.
I think Garrett was sold when Aaron Rodgers was there. I think he thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be that long-term, or at least finish his career there.
Mm-hmm.
Sold that young man a dream. Went on to the next nigga.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they turn it around.
She's not happy. So changing gears from Lynnel scorching the earth of the New York Jets. Big Jim, man, I'm swinging around to you, man. I know also you're somebody who can have something on their mind that could really light it up, but maybe you got something positive going. Who knows? What's on your mind?
I have a couple of randoms. I guess I'll get into my football one. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. As a Panthers fan, I think I'm out on Bryce Young. I think I'm out. I just don't see it getting any better. It's not that he's playing horrible, but I just feel like we stuck in mud with Bryce. And I believe I've seen his floor, and it's not too far from his ceiling. So as a Panthers fan, I'm worried. We won a couple games. I get it, but I don't think Bryce is going to be the one that's going to lead us into this next evolution of our team. You know what I mean?
Do you think he's still mentally? Do you think he still want to be in Carolina?
Absolutely. I think Bryce, as a person, Bryce is very even keel. Comes from a good family. Um, I don't. It's nothing about Bryce as a person that I'm worried about. I think the way the NFL plays and his limitations on offense, I just don't see Bryce being a game changer for us. Not to steal Cam Newton's lingo, but I don't see Bryce as a game changer. And as a game manager, I don't see him having the elite qualities to be a game manager. So yeah,
Did you
I'm
like,
out.
did you
I'm
like
out.
the Panthers with Jake Delhomme was the quarterback?
I actually did not like the Panthers until they got Cam Newton.
Okay.
Yep. Interesting enough, Panthers. I'm older than the Panthers, so that's good for me. Same year, 1995, but I'm older than them. So, but yeah,
Shout out Jake Delhomme, Louisiana boy.
shout out Jake Delhomme.
I was a Panthers fan when he was the quarterback, and they had Julius Peppers and all
Why
that.
why you left?
Because Brett Favre went to the Jets. That's when I went. I was like, oh, I like Brett Favre. Let's see what they can do. And then of course they Braylon Edwards. I like Braylon Edwards and
Well,
it's
I
Cross.
don't think I've ever said those 4 words in my life.
What?
I like Brett Favre.
yeah, I was gonna say that.
I didn't
But
like
you
it
know what?
now. That was
We could
back then.
retro that. We could retro it. She liked what she thought she knew about Brett Favre.
Thank you. Because I
Oh yeah.
definitely don't like him now.
Never meet your heroes, huh?
That's what they say.
Yeah, I can speak to that. What's up, Calvin?
Oh,
Anyway,
bro.
Hey,
Kevin who? Johnson?
He talking about Snoop Dogg.
Hey,
don't get me
sis, look, sis, if you don't know, this is we might have to save this story for another day. But Snoop Dogg ruined 16's music taste so bad now. He just hate music in general. It don't matter who it is. Bro, he just Snoop Dogg fucked it up for everything.
Oh my
bro,
God.
I'll turn this whole shit over, bro. Don't piss me off, bro.
Man, I would tell you to ask him why, but we don't want Unc to pop a vein tonight, so we're gonna keep him on chill mode. We're gonna keep him woosah tonight.
Okay. Later date.
I'll tell you about it like off air, Lynnel. So next time I run into you on here and I have a rant, you know exactly why I'm not happy.
Yeah, but, so he now refers to Snoop Dogg by his actual government name.
Government Calvin.
Yeah, that's just Calvin. That's it. Just Calvin.
Oh, bro. Okay. Well, shit, man. I'm about to look. I kind of spoke to Lynnel and 16 kind of on the side about this. But Billboard, the fuck are y'all doing? Like, I don't know who's in these rooms with y'all when y'all coming up with these lists. I don't know what criteria y'all basing y'all list upon. In fact, I'm even questioning if y'all are actually even music people over there. Because why in the fuck would y'all have Thriller placed as number 22 of the all-time Halloween horror theme songs, whatever you want to call it? Why? I don't know any other Halloween theme song better than Thriller. Fuck. A pop song at that. Like, come on. You got Kodak Black Super Gremlin above Thriller.
Man, come on, man.
Hey, Jim, I shit you not, bro. I shit you not.
Oh my God.
If one of y'all got a laptop, pull up that list. I shit you not. It's absurd, bro. It is ridiculous.
Dude, my kids are 5 years old and they know Thriller.
Bro, my son, bro, this is like, it's already other lists that we've kind of discussed before, but like Billboard, like, I question y'all validity now. Like, y'all, I don't even think y'all are reputable at this point anymore, because y'all just putting out these bogus takes. I think y'all doing this shit for rage bait, to be honest. And people like me, I will fight somebody behind Michael Jackson. I like, not literally, but That's the fucking go to me. I love Mike. I take Mike serious, my nigga. That glove, the sparkle loafers, you know what I'm saying? That was, yeah, Mike was that dude, bro.
They got a lot of people that still ride with Mike, you know, to this day, no matter what, you know. So Krys say you can mess around and find out talking about Mike when it comes to him. But even me, like, I wasn't the hugest Michael Jackson fan, but even I know that Thriller is like, I mean, you can't deny that when you start talking about Halloween.
It's just not even Halloween, just regard that, like, just Thriller alone, just music in general.
Yeah.
The highest selling album of all time. You know, physical copies at that. People had to go to stores to buy this album. It's not we could just stream the shit. Streaming is just adding to it now, you know. That's all it's doing. But
so
like,
disrespectful, man. That's insane.
It is because it's like Thriller is the Halloween, like Mariah Carey, All I Want for You is to Christmas.
Imagine if somebody said, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine.
Come on, 16. You know it's true. Don't do that. I know you hate it, but it's true.
It's about Mariah Carey and that damn Christmas album. It's like it just every time you feel like, oh man, I might get through one holiday season without Here It Come ready to ruin your day.
That's the theme song of Christmas. That's the song.
That's the song, bro.
So just imagine if somebody Billboard put that as like number 15 or something on
even I know, even though I don't want to hear Mariah Carey's Christmas album no more, even I know that's gonna be a big seller all throughout that season. Yeah. I know this. You know,
I ain't heard Feliz Navidad since Mariah Carey put that shit out. I'm being honest.
She ain't gotta put out nothing else the rest of her life. She gonna eat every holiday season off that Christmas album.
Real good.
Yeah,
crazy.
Man. Yeah, but overall, bro, I just want the Billboard. Y'all ain't shit.
Unless you want to, reach out to me to write reviews for y'all. In that case, Krys didn't mean it.
Look.
Be careful what you ask for, 16. You might have to write what they want you to write.
Oh no!
No, because 16 don't even like J. Cole, bro.
What now?
Yeah, not a J. Cole fan. Lynnel is not. She's not pleased right now.
No, I'm not. How? That's crazy. He can rap.
I've been known to be a little crazy, but Jimmy, I can't remember that tweet that you sent me, but it encapsulates it perfectly. Where it was J. Cole, great dude, assets to society, stand-up guy, still ass music.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's true. He seems like a really good dude. Seems like a humble cat. Just kind of stay out the way. You never hear anything negative about him. It's just that music is just ass. It is what it is.
How?
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say it's ass, but
I mean,
do y'all listen to him?
If I heard it once, I've heard it enough.
Yeah, you good on it. I would feel like if somebody if they were still buying physical copies and you gave me one, I feel like damn, Lynnel, did I piss you off? Like, what the fuck did you buy this for me for? Like, are we cool? Like, what are you doing? What are we doing? I'm sorry. I thought we were better than that. So I'm good on that. I'm really good on that. I am.
I like it.
I won't disrespect J. Cole by calling him Jermaine because he ain't done nothing for me to call him by his government. He's still J. Cole to me. So it's all good. I just, my thing is that if y'all like him or whoever likes him, that's more of him for listen to. I won't be taken away from you listening to him. It's more for you. It's like a food I don't like. Me not eating it is more for you. So have at it. Have at it. That's not my random, but I can rant about anything. Krys tossed that one out there like it just. Lynnel's face was just like, bro.
Like, excuse me.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. She was about to treat me like the Jets organization just now.
Hey, we give them a hard time for that too, Lynnel. Trust me, we give them a hard time.
Listen, I gotta say this. You can talk all you want about me and my crazy rants and all the other stuff, but just remember for 1 second where all my craziness has gotten this show. Just remember that. All my nonsense, where to? That's all I'm saying. So Ubuntu out there, and not your Ubuntu. All right. Now, for me, my random, it's time for story time with 16 because I got a story. We were talking earlier about jobs we hated, and the majority of the like the regular cast of the show, all of us came from that same. You can infer what we're talking about. I may mention them by name, but I try not to because we still have people connected to the show, not on it, but connected to the show that still work there. But just think of the color orange for a second. I'm not saying where it is, but consider the color orange, and maybe you want to improve some things around where you live. And orange, put them together.
Home quality.
Yeah, just saying. Anyway, just tossing that out there. Terrible place to work, by the way. So this story goes back. So I can't remember the lady's name, but there was this lady that worked in the department that I was in who, she was real nice. She would come into work, and I know that this was sort of like her job headed into retirement. So I don't know. I got to give her a name because I can't just say the woman. I don't remember her name. So we just going to call her Betty, okay? We just going to name her Betty, all right? So Betty would come in every morning, and she would just bring, like, snacks for whoever wanted it. She'd come in, bring fruit or cookies or whatever she would bring in. Everybody loved her because who don't love anybody that brings in, food? Everybody was like, oh, Miss Betty, we love Betty. She's so sweet. We love her and all this other stuff. Well, you know who didn't love her? 16 didn't love her. And I'm going to tell you why.
I'm surprised.
I don't care about your snacks that you bringing in, your fruit and all that stuff. I can buy my own goddamn fruit. I don't care about that. What I have a problem with is that at this place that we worked at, this orange hell, as we call it, the parking was very scarce there, including if you parked in the deck, it was scarce. So while Betty and her fruit and her cookies can go directly to hell, is that she could not park. Every day at work, there's always a pretty good parking spot. But what's the problem? Oh, it's Betty. She's parked in 2 parking spaces every fucking day. 2 parking spaces. The wheel in this one, this other wheel in that one. And I'm just looking at her. I'm like, you didn't know when you got out your car, you didn't look and see that this was crooked. You looked at it like, you know what? Everything's good. Let me go on this building with my watermelon and stuff. So everybody loved her, man. And then she was getting ready to retire. She was all crying. They was all happy. I'm the one happy that she leaving. Good. There's an open parking space that we can have to get her old boomer ass right up out of here. Okay. So Betty, I know you're not watching this because boomers don't watch stuff on the internet. I'm glad you retired.
Betty probably thought she was parking straight, bro.
I don't know. I'm glad she retired. And no, there was no love there at all because the parking was scarce. I don't care that she was bringing in stuff from Publix. I can get my own fruit, my own pineapples. You should have parked correctly. So, Betty, listen, I'm sorry. Maybe your grandkids will tell you that we mentioned you on the show. I'm glad that you retired. Maybe you're not even driving anymore, which is even better because you're probably even worse driving than you did parking.
Why are you lining up Betty like this?
Lining up, Jimmy. Because everybody, the only reason why they loved her like that was like because she brought in food. She didn't even do her job good, bro. Our job was dependent on people taking good notation. I'm like, what is this woman doing? So not only do you park terrible, and you walking around like feeling like everybody loves you because you brought in some watermelon, but you know what?
She probably meant to park like that. I used to work with a very old lady, and she used to park like that too. But she always told me she meant to do that because she didn't want nobody to park next to her and hit her car.
I respect it.
So it's probably on purpose.
What do you know? What kind of car she drove in now? Do you remember?
No, this was so long ago.
Was it at least like some type of luxury vehicle that should have probably been parked away from people? Okay. Well, it's the same deal here. She was driving I'm not going to call it a bucket. She was driving a moderately decent car. Not enough to be parked like, don't nobody touch my car. Bottom line is, the world is a better place that she retired. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
Happy retirement, Betty.
Yes.
Happy retirement, Betty. You made it out of the rat race.
Shout out Miss Betty, bro. Shout out Miss Betty.
Yes. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna talk to one of my old coworkers and find out her real name, so I can call out the real name. She'll never know. She might send her grandkids after me though. Like, wouldn't that be something?
With the cookies.
Yeah. All I'm saying, Miss Betty, I don't care about your cookies. I can buy my own cookies. Park straight. And if you still working a retirement job, like you a greeter at Walmart or something, park correctly. I'm sorry. I'm my bad. I'm not really sorry though. I'm not.
He really not.
I'm really not. I'm really not.
Betty is tired. Let Betty park how she want to park.
Man, Miss Betty probably thought she was doing a good job.
No, Lynnel, you got to understand how. Let me tell you something. Then I want to get off of this place because I'm having chills thinking about working there again. If you won Employee of the Month, one of the gifts that you got was a parking space. That's how bad it was there. Okay, you're part of your winning the Employee of the Month is you got a primo parking spot right in the front of the building. So that lets you know how bad it is. And she took away a spot. You know what? I'm done. I could go on and on.
You should have led with that. You should have led with that about how bad the parking was. You should have led with that.
I did say how bad the parking was, though, Jimmy.
You should have gave a little bit more color. Now I understand.
You got to come on, ride with me, Jimmy. I only take out people who deserve to be took out, and Betty deserved to be taken out. Okay, not to lunch. That was the random segment, and please don't ever get it twisted. Park in between the lines, because if you don't, I'm gonna get you.
You are now listening to The Radio Show.
This is that knowledge you can't learn in college right here. Little news you can't refuse and hopefully not abuse, you know. We ain't doing nothing here but trying to help folks get their weather together, church. That's it.
Oh my God.
Kristen, you sound very pimp adjacent and I like it.
You're listening to The Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right. We're back to wrap up the festivities here on The Radio Show ATL. We are so thankful for this Bring a Friend night. We got the homies from On The Go podcast, got Jimmy and Krys here, and then we got my homegirl, Lynnel, A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. So as far as, you know, when it comes to On The Go, these guys are around here all the time. Now, we don't get Big Jim as much as we would like to, but to have him is a great thing. So we're going to have the information for On The Go in the podcast description. At this point, you should know where to find them in their archives. It's out there. Hopefully, man, we can nudge these boys, man, and get some new content coming soon. We're going to talk about that, see how we can get that popping. But Krys, Big Jim, man, it's great having y'all here, man. Thanks for making the time to come hang out, man. You know, keep coming back.
Yes, sir.
Man, anytime, pull up.
Yes, sir.
I'm down for the shenanigans.
Absolutely, man. You know, we definitely appreciate y'all. And, you know, as always, much love and respect to both of y'all. You know, y'all like
got my
brothers.
Him in the building one time.
Absolutely.
For the one time, man.
Love it. You know, so it's good to, you know, have y'all here and everything. And then Miss Lynnel Fletcher, man, like I was telling her, it's been too long since she had been on the show. It's always great to have her around here. So Lynnel, for the people that are going to watch and listen to this, you know, I've been in your ear about doing some more stuff. So we will be, you know, seeing you back around here more often, you know, doing the interviews like we were doing before and everything. But in the meantime, how can people who want to hear more from you, what you got going on, want to, you know, follow you, all that stuff, where can the folks find you? We're going to put it in the podcast description, but please let us know about it.
Well, I don't do the podcast anymore. As you know, we stopped like maybe a year and a half ago, but all the content is still up there. So on Instagram, you can, at the Fletcher Twins with a Z. That's the Instagram name. Or you can go to my Instagram is, nailed_it_561. Also, I'm bringing out another book. I think I told you about that. I wrote another book. Yes. So that's coming out in December. So you can get all that information on my Instagram page as well.
And on a future episode, because we will have you back. We're going to be talking about the book and everything. We're about to lock that in as well. So, you know, again, it's great to have you back. It's great to see you and talk to you because, you know, you are a valued, you know.
For the black girl,
yes. You're a valued, you know, friend and also co-host. So glad to have you back around here.
Thanks for having me and thinking of me.
Absolutely. Of course. Yes.
Y'all didn't forget about me.
No, we thought you forgot about us. And I was like, those guys, too crazy. But again, you know, great to have you around for more projects and things to do. So that's great. Now, before I get into more stuff about the Radio Show ATL, a couple of things is, first off is that the show, the Aftermath, our interview segment, is moving to a streaming network called Air 24/7, which will be debuting the Aftermath on November 11th. We already got that set in stone that it'll be dropping on there. And I'm put the information for Air 24/7 in the podcast description too, where you can find us and all the other great entertainment that they're gonna have on the network as well. So not just watching us, we want you to watch us, but there's also a whole lineup of other shows on there for your, viewing pleasure. It's a great group. Make sure to check that out. Also, the show has a new theme song. It's done. I've heard it. It's amazing. This great artist that's a friend of the show, a friend of this group. His name is Exile. Hooked it up for the show. He did a magnificent job. Can't wait for people to hear it. He did a great job. I just can't say that enough. So it's like we moving up. We getting fancy. New network, new theme song. Definitely got things coming with that. So thank you to everybody for the support and all that stuff. And like I said, we'll have the information for Air 24/7 will be in the podcast description on where you can download the app on. If you got iPhone, Android, or a smart TV, you'll be able to catch us on there starting November 11th.
We're moving on up. Might get that Snoop Dogg interview one day.
Oh, not on this air. It won't be. And that's Calvin. Now, as far as the radio show ATL goes, if you want to be a guest on the radio show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. So again, thank you to our friends Jimmy, Christian, and Lynnel for hanging out with us. Thank you to the listeners and the watchers of the radio show ATL that keep us a top 100 podcast in our category of music commentary. Thank you so much for that. And we just keep looking for more content because we're gonna be dropping it all the time. So please
tell a friend, tell a friend, or tell a friend.
That's right. Please. Oh, Jimmy, you're here. I gotta say it for you. Because remember, every like and subscribe gets us another like and subscribe. So like and subscribe.
There you go.
There we go. Just remember and never forget, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the radio show ATL. Thank y'all for listening and watching. Make sure and follow us. We go headed to Air 24/7, but thank y'all for listening and watching. All right. We'll catch y'all next time. Krys, what's the piece of advice you got to give them, even though it's getting cold? What's the deal?
Shit, make sure y'all keep y'all hygiene up to par. It's getting a little cold, but still keep some deodorant. Make sure y'all brush y'all teeth. Use some soap and water.
Chapstick.
Yeah, chapstick too. Them lips don't get dry. Lotion your elbows and your knees and everything. Wash your hair. You know what I'm saying? Because, if you ain't clean, you can't get in between.
Don't leave again, Lynnel. Anyway, thank y'all for listening and watching. And we'll catch y'all next time.